Our journey began quietly, far from the bustling cities, with a stay in the alpine village of Sachsen, nestled in the Bernese Oberland near Interlaken, surrounded by calm mountain life. Gliding across the emerald waters of Lake Lucerne, a ferry carried us past sweeping views of the mountains surrounding Lucerne and Alpnachstad. Rising above Lake Lucerne, Pilatus is one of Switzerland's most storied mountains. At the summit, we took in sweeping views of lakes, valleys, and the high Alps. On a clear day, you can spot up to 73 peaks from this vantage point. Local folklore claims dragons once lived in its hidden caves. We rode the world's steepest cogwheel railway to reach the summit. One level below the summit, Pilatus transforms into a playground of alpine slides, rope courses, and zip lines. It's home to Switzerland's longest summer toboggan run, the Pilu Rope Park, a high ropes course for different ages. In the heart of Lucerne, we cross the medieval wooden chapel bridge, its interior lined with painted murals on every pillar telling the city's history. Below, the crystal-clear waters of Lake Lucerne reflected both the bridge and the city's pastel facades. Lucerne itself is home to around 80,000 people and welcomes more than 1 million visitors each year. Known as the Valley of 72 Waterfalls, Lauterbrunnen feels like a real-life fairy tale. J.R.R. Tolkien's visit here in 1911 inspired Rivendell in The Lord of the Rings. Staubach Falls, plunging nearly 300 meters, is one of the highest free-falling waterfalls in Europe. We soared by cable car to Murren, a car-free alpine village perched high above Lauterbrunnen. Murren was featured in the James Bond film On Her Majesty's Secret Service. As the clouds lifted, the snow-capped peaks of the Eiger, Mönch and Jungfrau revealed themselves in all their grandeur, forming one of the most iconic panoramas in the Bernese Oberland. This dramatic landscape has inspired writers from Goethe to Tolkien. And Trimmelbach Falls channels glacial meltwater from the Eiger, Mönch and Jungfrau inside the valley's cliffs. Inside the cliffs of Lauterbrunnen Valley, roaring waters thunder through hidden tunnels. These are Europe's largest subterranean waterfalls, fed by the glaciers of the Eiger, Mönch and Jungfrau. Thun Castle, a 12th century fortress overlooking Lake Thun, standing tall against the alpine backdrop. Its great hall has remained virtually unchanged since medieval times. Golden Pass Express. This panoramic train carried us through alpine valleys toward Montreux. Its carriages were designed with oversized windows for uninterrupted mountain views. Nestled between vineyards and the lake, Montreux feels almost Mediterranean thanks to its mild microclimate. Rising temperatures in recent years, however, have already begun to affect the surrounding vineyards and mountain ecosystems. Reminders of how climate change is reshaping even Switzerland's most famous landscapes. Chillon Castle. Perched on Lake Geneva's edge, Chillon is Switzerland's most visited historic monument. Originally built to guard the strategic route through the Alps, the fortress served as both a residence and a prison. Inside its dungeons, prisoners were once chained to stone pillars, a story that inspired Lord Byron, who etched his name into the wall while writing The Prisoner of Chillon. Its dungeons once held François Bonivard, a Genevan monk, whose captivity inspired Lord Byron's famous poem, The Prisoner of Chillon. Today, the castle preserves over 50 rooms, from grand halls to vaulted underground chambers. One of the largest lakes in Western Europe, Lake Geneva stretches more than 45 miles and is shared by Switzerland and France. Its waters have long inspired artists, writers and musicians, from Lord Byron and Mary Shelley to Freddie Mercury, who lived in Montreux on its shores. The old ferry boat still carries passengers across the lake, a reminder of Montreux's historic ties to trade and travel on the water. As the day ended, we watched local men casting their lines from the pier, the last light of dusk dancing across the lake. Switzerland's mountains, castles, and waters faded into night, leaving us with quiet reflections of its timeless beauty.